Hi, welcome back. This is going to be the cloud installation of the ZAP OWASP vulnerability scanner, as demonstrated in the previous video where we scanned my blog for security vulnerabilities, and you are here now to see how to launch it in the cloud. It will be extremely quickly, so let's just get started. I'm here on my blog page where the link to the deploy button is, and I will make sure to leave a link to this article in the video description. So head over here and then just keep scrolling a little bit down. There are some information that you might find useful, such as hardware requirements for the service. And here is the deploy button itself. So we just want to head over here to Railway, and I'm already logged into my user right here, so I'm ready to deploy it. But if you're not logged in, you need to create a Railway account. And I am a hobby user. It's $5 per month, and this user tier allows me to run this service with enough hardware, so it can actually finish the scans. You can try running it as the trial user, but I think the hardware will not be sufficient to run the scan. You can try it, and if it doesn't work, you can upgrade to the hobby user. We'll just click deploy now here, and we'll see the overview of all the different services that it needs to run. And it will prompt you to configure it, but there is no need to. They are pre-configured, so we can simply just hit the deploy button, and Railway is now creating our project canvas right here, and in a second it should start adding all the services. And this will take roughly 5 minutes. See here, it's spinning up the database, the subservice, and the web UI. And this one, the subservice, is the one that really requires some hardware. So if I just open up the settings tab on this one and scroll down here, then you will see my resource limit is 8 virtual CPU cores and 8 gigabytes of RAM. And that is because I launched the project as a hobby user. If you're a trial user, I think it's 4 and 4, and it might not be sufficient to run the scanner. We can take a look here at a previous one that I've opened, and this one I ran a few scans on already, so we can see the metrics, how it went here. I'm looking at the subservice itself, going into the metrics tab, and then we can see here since the last scan, which I did not so long ago, we are already above 4 gigabytes of RAM. So this one would already have maxed out on the trial. And for the CPU cores, let's see. Yeah, it looks like we didn't go up to too many CPU cores, so maybe the CPU would be fine on the trial one, but probably not. The RAM would not be enough, so you would need the hobby user. And this is another great point to make about this whole service, that it does keep idle on high RAM usage after you've run it. So I don't recommend just leaving this application running. Once you're completed with doing your scans, I would recommend terminating the service if you don't want to pay for it. And there's different ways to do that, but the easiest one is you just click the settings tab up here, go down to the danger, and then you can delete the project. That of course means that all of the services will disappear, so your saved scan results in the database will also be gone. But you could export them as a PDF, as I showed in the previous video, if you want to keep them around. And if you don't mind paying for this running in the background, you can also just leave it and come back every day and use it as your own personal web scanner here. You can take a look at the usage tab, and it has currently used only 6 cents in the few hours that I've run. But you can see if I leave it running for the rest of the month, it is expected to cost $34 in resource use just sitting there idle. So I recommend turning it off when you're not using it by simply deleting it, and then spin up a new one once you want to do another scan. Let's head back here and see if our service is deployed. It is not exactly ready yet. It has been 2.5 minutes. I'll just pause the video recording and come back as soon as it is ready. All right, it is now ready. It took a little bit longer than usual, 4 minutes. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 5, but this time it was 4 minutes. And to access the web scanner, all you need to do is select the web UI service, and under the deployments tab here, you'll now have this public URL that Railway assigns you. And you can visit this from whatever device, your mobile phone, and start using your phone as a scanner, or simply just click it right here and it will open your personal scanner where you can start performing the vulnerability scans. This is going to be all for the cloud installation. If you're curious to see how to run the full stack on your local machine, you might also want to watch the local installation video. But that's going to be all for now. Have a nice day. Goodbye.